Find the domain of y equals log of 3 plus 4x. So what's the domain? Well, the inside of a log cannot be 0. You can try it on your calculator. Log is 0, it'll give you an error. And also cannot be negative. Again, you can try it on your calculator. Log of negative 1's an error. So, if it cannot be 0 and it cannot be negative, the inside of a log must be positive only. In other words, greater than 0. So that's how we do it. We grab the inside and we say, hey, inside of the log, you must be greater than 0. That means only positive, right? Greater than 0. So 3 plus 4x greater than 0. So we just need to solve that little equation for x. So subtract 3 from both sides, gonzo, and divide by 4. X is greater than negative 3/4. X is greater than negative 3/4. Now they want us to give this answer on a as an interval notation. So let's think about a number line for a minute. So if I did negative, whoops, let me get this correct, there we go, negative 3/4, it would be a parenthesis and the shading would go to the right, right? X is to the right, it's greater, X is greater than negative 3/4, meaning X is to the right. So X goes from negative 3/4 to infinity, doesn't it? From negative 3/4 to infinity. And you got to have a parenthesis here, no bracket, because a bracket means you're equal to the number, you're straight on it, right? A bracket is a straight edge, so you're straight on it. This is a parenthesis, which means you're around the negative 3/4. You're not straight on it. You're greater. You're not equal to the negative 3/4, right? You can't be that right on. You're greater. You're close to it. So the answer, whoops, in interval notation would be negative 3/4, comma, infinity, because that's how you do interval notation. Left edge, right edge of the shaded piece here. All the numbers possible, the domain, everything you can plug into that log function for x. What are you allowed to put in for x? Any numbers greater than negative 3/4. Any number from negative 3/4 to infinity, from negative 3/4 to infinity can be plugged into x, and that'll make the inside positive and it'll be acceptable. It won't be negative or 0 and be an error. So that's the domain, the allowable x's.